many of you out there own a building and either occupy all or some of it or none of it? Well, that's a huge question that insurance agencies need to know because that's how your policy gets rated. So let's say you're a pharmacy and you own the building and you occupy it as a pharmacy. Great. We don't really have too many questions. But let's say you decide to retire and there's no longer going to be a pharmacy in there. Now you're going to let a different business come into it. Let's say it's going to be a CPA firm. Well, you need to get a hold of us and let's change the policy because now you don't occupy it, you just own it. So your rates are going to be different and the amount of coverage you have is going to be different. And the occupancy also has a factor. Whether you are running the business or not, there's a factor on what the rates are for the occupancy. So if you own a building and maybe lease the whole thing out, but you have a change in the occupancy, you also need to tell us that. Because one thing going out might be a lower rate or a higher rate than the one business coming in. And you want to make sure that you have it correct so that at the time of loss, there's no questions. And the insurance policy is going to cover you without any red flags, without any questions, because the occupancy and the ownership we have scheduled correctly. So those of you who are owners of businesses, owners of buildings, reach out and let's have a conversation. Let's make sure you have your building and the occupancy correct so that you have the proper coverage and you're paying the right premium.